So as I'm sitting here, I'm trying to decide which of these colors to use. Blazing orange, I got the blues, fired up red, which is what I should have used because that's how I'm feeling today. And I'm going to need some of this divine intervention. So I have my nails prepped and ready to go. I wanted to separate powder from myself, and I needed something to put the powder in that was deep enough for me to be able to dip my finger in with the extension on. So I was looking at this container that the drill bits came in, and I think it's going to work out perfectly. So as you can see, I'm separating it. So this only being my second time doing a dip set, I was certain to play it precautious because I'm still not familiar with the truths or the untruths about cross-contamination. So here you can see that I've chosen this gorgeous, beautiful, electrified blue. And yes, I think this container is going to be perfect. So the one thing that I noticed right away is how pigmented this blue is. I know I should be going in with a clear to keep the color from staining my natural nail bed. I'm starting out with some clear just on the nail bed alone, up to the point where the tip starts. I'm also doing that to create a leveled surface between the two areas. As you can see, while I've been talking, I've already gotten started. Now, what you'll notice is each time that I dip, I go in twice into the powder. I don't know if this is a good or a bad thing, but I can tell you this, it didn't hurt. Some of you may remember what I was saying in my last acrylic video. You're going to find what works for you, no matter the suggested recommendations by the manufacturer, no matter what school is teaching you what, and even in comparison to some of the other people that are using the same products, you're going to find your own way. I was dipping twice, and I believe subconsciously because in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, this is really pigmented. The other reason was, again, like I said, I was trying to level out the surfaces between the nail bed and the added nail enhancement. Two more things I'd like to point out. There should be a brief waiting moment before you brush the powdered product off. This is sped up ×2, so it may not seem like I'm doing so, but I am brushing the product off away from camera view. So here I am getting prepared for the color dip powder, and I'm being ever so careful to create a nice arch in the cuticle area as I brush the base coat down. That blue is so outstanding and it's gorgeous. I am so glad I chose to use this color today. I have never done a set in this color, so this is my first. But look at how it already stained my skin. I'll leave the staining on until I'm totally done with the color and simply wipe it off with either alcohol or nail polish remover. As I was editing this, something caught my attention. What's up with my pinky? What's up with my pinky though? It's just kind of like doing its own thing. I had no idea that I had a habit of holding my pinky up in the air like that. Now I have to give you fair warning on these next two fingers. I caught myself getting creative and only went up halfway, as you can see. I saw this in another video and thought I was going to get cool. It didn't come out perfect, of course, but hey, you know what? I liked it. So this is me doing my little happy hand dance because I still like the way it turned out. As I'm going through this set, I can't take my eyes off of this blue. It is so amazing, and the better my day is becoming. By the way, these powders are by Igel Beauty. Oh, and the bad day that I've been having has been all about editing, y'all. You saw in my last video how I did an ASMR in the meantime, but in that time I downloaded something to use, and even that was running slow, so it's just been so frustrating. But you know what? I got these blue nails now, and it's all good. Since I am having editing issues, I excluded the clip of me doing the second layer of the colored powder to shorten the video, but don't you forget. So here I'm going in with the clear to top it off. Look at that magnificent blue. Something to point out that I noticed and learned while doing this set was about the continuity in the different powders. The clear powder was more finely grained. So as you dip, when you're pulling your finger out of the powder, the grains would kind of roll off or slide off. The colored powder here was more talky, like a talcum powder. So it would stick to the wet liquid of the base coat. I don't know how much of a difference this makes. I would have to use some of the other powders still to determine if it means anything, but I'm almost willing to guarantee that it's going to make a difference when being used as an acrylic. Oh, but one thing to say about that in addition, I noticed that with the colored talky-like powder, some small lumping does tend to form. It's not a big deal. It wasn't anything terrible, but it was just something that I noticed that I thought I would bring to your attention. I'm applying the activator. This will help stimulate the process, the bonding between the base coat and the powder. One thing that I didn't say earlier, which was part of my bad day today, was when I put these nail tips on, y'all. They were sloped, ski sloped, and you can clearly see it in this thumb. But you know what? I decided to get over it. Once I started applying that blue, I had actually forgotten about it until now. But I still love these nails, and I think you're gonna like them too. So more of the times than not, I don't include filing because everyone knows it's so hard to stay in frame when filing, but I decided to try to throw a little nail filing swag in here for you. But this thumb click with the e-file, that's all y'all gonna get. That's all y'all getting out of me. So before the top coat, I go in with this base coat to level out any inconsistencies that I mentioned earlier. So that's the reason why I said it wasn't that bad at all. And now the top coat. The cuticle oil that I'm using today is from my nail sister at Love by Verdi Nails. She's on YouTube and she also has a web page. These cuticle oils come in many scents and I think you should check her out. Well, that's it for today's video. Me doing a dip system on my dominant hand, in case you didn't notice that. Thank you so much from the support from each and every one of you. It truly means a lot to me. If you like these nails, do me a favor and hit that like button. Leave me a comment so I'll know that you've been here, guys. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button along with that nailification bell so you don't miss any more uploads from me. I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video.